We are live at Falcor Bay on a beautiful afternoon. A great day for boxing. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Terrence Buck. How will these two fighters? These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Nice exchange here from both men. Oh, a stiff jab. Oh, that jab's starting to mark him up. Punch caught him clean. They exchange punches. Crawford in trouble. Crawford got hit hard and down he goes. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods took him.
Believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull him down again. And that's a lot of points for losing him.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Perfect counter shot. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Gotta wonder how. There's the bell for round two. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming up? He's getting everything full bound, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Crawford is dazed. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time. Back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Nice counter. Those counter punches have to hurt. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round. Can make or break. There's the bell to start round three. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to block it.
Whoa, Johnny! Crawford's legs are all over the place. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought he's...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter shot. Back and forth they go. Nice looking right hook, but he blocked it. Both men step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. He is down. What do you do? There's the bell for round 4. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Punch himself out, though. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Way through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Crawford may be ready to go down. No, I gotta take another look at that.
I've got to see that again.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up. Took a deep.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Beautiful counter shot. Wow, let's take another look at that.
I need to see that again.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
It's a good start to the round for this. Hold that thought! Crawford's legs are all over the place. A much better game plan here.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Is there any way back into this fight after the beating he has taken so far?
There's always a way back, don't it?
Let's start the sixth. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go.
Whoa, Johnny! Terrence Crawford just got rocked. It appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. And it's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look. How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
He's up, but for how long? Look at him. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
I got to pick things up. Did you see that? Crawford is dazed. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What do they tell him when he goes to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Crawford in trouble. Well, this next round is going to be crucial.
Completely switched up.
There's the bell to start round 7. Perfect counter lands. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Good counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
A good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened.
Shot for...
They're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Nope, that jab not going to score. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's see how the game... Round 8, and we're off again. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
He threw a punch and just got countered. That jab was blocked. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a counter shot. Well, we knew this was going to happen. Some taunting. Well, if their intention is to anger the opponent, I think it's going to work. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Crawford may be ready to go down. Let's see that again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened.